Amber, good time to check with your spouse, see if they filed. Do you want to find that out now ahead of tomorrow? That is because 168 million Americans, they are expected to file individual returns this year, representing everyone from young workers all the way up to retirees. And as of April 7th, about a week and a half ago, 101 million taxpayers had already filed, which means there's about 67 million folks out there waiting to the last few weeks to send in those returns. Tuesday, April 18th. For some, it's just another day in spring. For Tanya Treadway, it's her Super Bowl season.
But the 21 and the 2020 were identical.
She works as a tax preparer at Jackson Hewitt and is focused on helping individuals file their taxes correctly and accurately.
Thinking they don't have to report some of their income.
The IRS says the average refund amount so far this tax season has been just under $3,000. That's about 10% lower than this time a year ago.
The biggest issue is going from all the stimulus payments to the increased child tax credit in the prior year to it going back into what we call reverting back to the prior, and our people, all these refunds are being dropped.
According to the most recent data from the IRS, Americans owed more than $114 billion in back taxes, penalties, and interest in 2020. That's despite the threat of stiff penalties, seizure of assets, and even jail time.
It certainly has come a long way from the olden days of sitting at the kitchen table with, your parents or your uncle doing their taxes with the pencil and the paper, to now we're one step from artificial intelligence.
Now, filing electronically can speed up your refund. Generally, within 21 days, if there's no issue, you should see your check or direct deposit. The key is to make sure you have all those necessary documents ahead of time. So filing an extension, that's going to give you until October 16th to send in that tax return. However, you don't have more time. That doesn't mean that you'll necessarily be getting a break on any of those overdue payments.